Camino de Santiago, or St. James Way, was one of the major Christian pilgrimages in medieval times. It remained relatively dormant for several centuries, but the past couple of decades has seen its reawakening. The endpoint of the pilgrimage is Santiago de Compostela, a city in the northwest of Spain and believed burial site of the Apostle St. James. According to the Pilgrim Office there, the numbers of pilgrims have been climbing steadily. Since 2006, there has been more than 100,000 pilgrims annually. There are many different paths to Santiago, but the most popular is the Camino Frances, or French Way, shown here in yellow. It begins in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, a French village just across the border. Then it is a 500-mile westward trek through northern Spain. The path cuts through the Pyrenees Mountains, through landscapes and cityscapes, great natural views and not-so-scenic factories, through crumbling villages and towering cathedrals and several ornate buildings by the Catalan architect Antonio Gaudí, under Spain's numerous wind turbines, the modern version of what Don Quixote thought to be giants, under the many storks and their nests, next to farmers working and livestock crossing. Across La Rioja, Spain's famous wine region, where one of the bodegas has a fountain of wine for pilgrims. By memorials of pilgrims who passed away while walking the Camino, including Guillermo Watt, who died a day's walk from Santiago. By depictions of pilgrims, including statues and stained glass. By a cross where pilgrims are supposed to leave a stone or token from their home country. Up to Monte de Gozo, meaning Mount Joy, where Santiago first becomes visible. And finally to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela. For many contemporary pilgrims, the Camino is a secular journey. One of the first people I met when I walked the Camino last April was Christophe, a 31-year-old from France. I asked him the reason for his pilgrimage.
Yeah, exercise, and then when you walk you can think in the same time about life and what you've done in the past and what you want in the future. So I think it's like a good time to, I don't know, it's a nice moment to think and to walk, and it's not about religion, so it's not about thinking about Jesus and Ave Maria.
The entire Camino takes about a month to complete. Because of the time commitment, many choose to split the distance into sections and walk one a year. Karen, a 67-year-old from Switzerland, split her Camino into 3 sections. Only she started as the traditional pilgrims had, from her home.
Last year I walked from Le Puy to Pamplona, 800 kilometers. This year it will give the same to finish there. I started in Pamplona and I think it will be 800. I walk for me.
Just for yourself?
I walk to have my mind. I cannot say, I walk.
Pilgrims make their own schedule and set their own pace, but generally start walking at 5 or 6 in the morning, grabbing coffee and food at cafes along the way, and break for the day in the early afternoon. They then check into the local pilgrim hostel where shoes and clothes are aired out. A few pilgrims walk with flags from their country, and all place a shell on their bag and carry a pilgrim passport, giving them access to discounted meals and lodging. Each hostel stamps the passport, which is shown as proof to earn the Compostela, the certificate awarded upon completion of the Camino. While not always comfortable, with sometimes 100 pilgrims in a room, the pilgrim hostels can be as cheap as $10 a night. The route is very well marked, usually with a yellow arrow, though it can be easy to miss on city streets. As one nears Santiago, the word casi, or almost, accompanies the arrow. Communal meals with other pilgrims are common. A few of the accommodations offer a prayer before providing dinner. Nowadays, walking is not the only way to do the Camino. While perhaps less meditative, biking is becoming a popular alternative. One problem with the Camino is its own emerging popularity. I asked Pedro Antonio Martinez, who lives in Lorca and works in a vineyard, if the large number of pilgrims causes any problems for the small towns that the Camino passes through.
En verano, mayores problemas en los albergues para dormir. En verano. Ahora no, se espera mucha gente, está pasando mucha gente ya.
Sí.
Y falta todo el verano.
A few of the regions are known for rainy weather, and pilgrims need to come prepared to brave the elements. If this pilgrimage has become less religious, perhaps 2010 was an exception. Last year, St. James Day fell on a Sunday, making it a holy year to do the Camino. This won't happen again until 2021. At the octagonal Eunate Church, I came across Michael, a 45-year-old from Poland.
I walked the Camino due to the religion reasons, and I also want to solve the problems I came with, and I'm, let's say, taking questions or wishes from the people who asked me to pray for them during this pilgrimage.
One of the highlights of completing the Camino is witnessing the Bota Fumiero. This thurible, originally used to cover up the smell of pilgrims with burning incense, can reach speeds of 40 miles per hour and can get less than 2 feet from the ceiling. Some continue from Santiago to a point named Finisterre on the coast, where pilgrims can look out on what was once thought to be the end of the world. They then burn their pungent clothing and head down to rinse their feet in the sea. And a few opt for a more complete baptism.
Come